What's your personal favorite example of how Christ radically impacted the relationships between men and women in the New Testament?
Oh, in the New Testament.
Yeah, I love how he speaks to the woman at the well. Interestingly,
That
he's
was going
crossing.
through my head as well.
Yeah, well, it's a funny one to cite, of course, because he offers a moral rebuke to her, as we know, but he also crosses all the social boundaries in order to minister grace to this woman, because ultimately, of course, calling sin is ministry, right? That's a work of grace, and he's calling her to himself ultimately, right? But I love that interaction because Jesus is gentle with the woman. He gives us a picture of how we are to be with women. Men in general, our general default setting is to gentleness. Anybody who has been married, anybody who has little girls or girls, at home knows that is in general a good policy. And it challenges our natural instincts as sinful men, sinful as Adam was, but it's really good for us to learn gentleness. And we see that modeled in Christ's interaction. But Christ does not hold back, we note, from telling the truth to this woman caught in adultery who has had multiple partners and multiple husbands. He also is so gracious, so convictional, that he shares truth with her and calls her to life. And we want that kind of posture for ourselves in this confused age, in an age when essentially to offer any challenge to a woman or a man. It's gender inclusive in that respect, but especially for a man to speak to a woman in any kind of moral way is called mansplaining, or this sort of thing is considered, unkind, and that's not true. The gospel brings men and women together. It causes and calls men to be gentle and kind to women, but it also calls for women to listen and for authentic relationships to form.
Yeah, we'll stop and just retake it. Yeah, it'll be good. We were fine last time, though. So, since you've been recording there, go ahead and mute our microphones. Yeah, cool, man. All right.
Sweet.
You guys ready? Man, this setup is solid. Look at that. I'll have to. Oh, and I want to ask you afterwards how your process was going through that document. You're the second person to use it, so.
Good.
I like
Excellent.
easy. All right, cool.